So one of the names that's been kind of popping out, some legend players, like a young guy that they think could break out is Albert Smith. What have you seen from him, coming off of his freshman year and heading into his second year?
A lot of quick twitch, like the way Albert gets off the ball, has a plethora of pass rush moves. Just can't wait to see what he does with it when the lights go on.
Coach, you have a lot of roster retention, specifically in the D-line and overall the entire team. How much easier does that make you knowing a lot of these guys and kind of how they go about business?
Yeah, I don't know if it's any easier. I mean, I think it just gives you an opportunity to push them just a little bit more. Last year, we probably kind of filling each other out a little bit. And, knowing how to press each other's buttons and try to get the best out of them. And, I think they know that we want the best out of them, so the stakes are a lot higher this year.
And looking back at last year, it seems like the pass rush maybe didn't get the numbers that it necessarily wanted to. What were some of maybe the factors that you look back on film that maybe jump out, or some of the things that you can improve upon and head into this year?
I'm gonna be honest, I got one. I got to put them in a better situation to be able to do it. Two, we got to tackle people. When we get the opportunities when they come, we got to make the play. And I think we'll do a better job of that. I think we need to do a better job of playing off each other, communicating. And I think with a veteran group this year, you have opportunity to do that and do some other special things.
Who have you kind of seen throughout the offseason kind of maybe off the field step into one of those leadership roles?
I think everybody's kind of stepping up. I don't know if it's one guy or the other, but I'm just seeing guys talk and push each other better. Where we were in situations last year, guys were reluctant to, we don't call it calling each other out, but calling each other up. Calling each other up to the standard. And I think everybody's doing a better job of that this year. Holding each other accountable.
Do you have experience, with the NFL, with the upcoming draft? What qualities are you looking for, or do you see with players who transition from college to make it to, be pro?
Well, the biggest thing is, really being a pro, going about your day-to-day, as a pro, taking care of your bodies, eating the right things, showing up on time. I mean, that's just a pro mentality. The other thing is just, just a skill set, and that's going to, vary from team to team from what they're looking for. But, I think we have a few guys that, that have that pro mindset first of all, and definitely, continue to sharpen up their skill set so they have opportunity.
CJ made a big step up to an all-conference type of season last year. How can he build upon that and take his game to the next level?
Just the consistency. He started being very consistent about mid-season. Mid-season he was really hitting his stride. He's taking a leadership role. He's more of a quiet leader, but guys follow him. And the next thing that we got to get, you mentioned a little bit earlier, just his pass rush. Transition to pass rush on first and second down. Him and Kagaka did a really good job in there, stopping the run. But the next step is being able to steal some early down sacks.
Gardner, local guy, went to Oregon, transferred here. Does he replace Jeff Clark? And what do you think about just his skill set and what he brings?
Yeah, I think he steps into that role. He's going to give me a little more length in there too. A real long arm guy, but really quick twitch. Kind of quick twitch like Jeff was. Just bringing him up to speed. He's coming from a different system, so we got to get him up to speed with that because he was playing more on the edge. We're probably going to play him more inside. But I'm looking forward to what he brings to the table.
How do you feel just about the depth? You were able to overcome so many injuries last season. Should that even take a step forward this year? How much are coming back?
Depth is important. I mean, nowadays you got to be able to. I tell the guys, just honestly, if you're in the too deep, you're a starter. I mean, you're probably going to play close to equal amount of reps because basically whoever has a hot hand, that's who's going to be in the game. So depth is very important.
Kagaka obviously has been a pretty vocal guy, keeps things kind of loose. We call the multiplier. What does he bring to that room kind of off the field, and kind of from leadership and just a tangible standpoint? I
mean, big time leadership. I mean, he really has no problem calling anybody up from any position, and we really appreciate that. Whether in a good or bad way, but either way, he gets their attention, and really appreciate that. He always brings juice and energy every day, and we need that. Not only in our room, but for the team. But he's done a really good job stepping into that role.
What have you just seen from this team bringing back so many players and a lot of expectations after kind of jumping the gun a little bit on maybe the timeline for this team? How important is it for them to kind of keep that same mentality that was able to get them through so many games last year?
Well, I think these guys are just hungry. I mean, I told them, we talked about this when the beginning of the season last year. And, Coach Dillingham hit on it too. the biggest thing, last year was, to work in the way in a manner where you got respect. And when everything comes fast, once you have success, it's not only gaining success, but how you handle it. They got a little bit of success. A lot of people patting them on the back, telling them how great they are. You got to focus on what's important now, and I think that's the biggest thing right now is being able to let go of the distractions, get right back to the grind, and understand our standard, and just stay on pace to get done what we need to get done.
Have you kind of seen that from the guys in the past 2 months, just their hunger and their wanting to get back out on the field?
It's incredible watching them in the weight room. Coach Joe is pushing them to the brink right now, and they're taking every last bit of it and pushing each other, even further than they've gone. Just way further than it was last year. I'm just glad to see them all in there grinding the way they're grinding.